Hi, this is Mike with the Montshire Museum, and welcome to another day of density experiments with Montshire at home. Earlier this week, with our liquid rainbow experiment, we found that adding salt to water would change its density. So we could take some salty water, in this case the blue, and put it in a test tube with some regular water, the yellow, and if we did it in the right order, they wouldn't mix together. Their difference in densities kept that from happening. But what if I was to tip this over? If I start slowly, I might be able to keep those layers going in there. A little bit of mixing, and I will still see some layers, but if I go a little too quickly, it all mixes together. And now we're left with just one green salty solution that unfortunately isn't going to go back to blue and yellow. But what if we used some different liquids? In this case, I have some corn syrup, some water, I just put a little bit of green food coloring in there, and some oil. We're going to take these three solutions and I'm going to put them into our test tubes, all three into each one, but in a different order, and see what happens. Let's try. So, we have here one test tube where I put in corn syrup, then oil, then water, another which started with water, then corn syrup, then oil, and the final one which had the oil, then the water, and then the corn syrup. And if we take a look at them though, even if though we put them in the different orders, they all end up the same. And we can see that corn syrup on the bottom, the water in the middle, and the oil up on top. They still separated out by their densities, but there are some other properties of these that keep them from mixing together. So it didn't matter what order we put them in, it's always going to turn out the same. If we tried that with the salt water, it would have ended up just one big green solution like we saw before. And you can find some examples of this in your house, probably with some salad dressings. And this should give you a peek of what's coming up later today, as we just use some corn syrup and some water and some oil, three liquids you might find in your kitchen, but there could be a couple more liquids to add to that mix and make one tall kitchen density column. So thanks for joining us today with Montshire at Home, and have fun with some colorful chemistry experiments.